Hi, everybody. My name is Amanda Chambers. My pronouns are she, her. I reside in rural northern Maine, up in potato country. I am currently the clinical director, soon to be clinical director of an agency out of Saco, Maine, and I'm doing some remote work. I have background working in children and family services as a BHP. I have background working in crisis services. In my time in the UNE MSW program, I studied advanced trauma as well as narrative therapy and grief and loss. I am a narrative therapist by trade. I'm kind of splitting my role between doing some supervision work right now, in addition to still doing some clinical work just because I love it. I have done a fair amount of policy work. I have met with my local legislators. Susan Collins is from here. I've even stopped her at the gas station before to have a conversation about policy. I have done some work with organizations that have lobbied in Augusta, specifically with the LGBTQ community. I like to keep tabs on trips that are happening to the Capitol, ways that I can partner. I do a lot of letter writing, which I know a lot of people worry is not effective. However, in volume, I think, especially lately, there are people taking notice to those of us who are writing, calling, knocking on doors, doing our best to make this state friendly to social services. I think in general, it's a really scary slash opportunistic time to be in the field that we're doing. In terms of the things that I think I advocate for the most, it's definitely social justice. I have frequently, when I've been on the stand in court, when I've been subpoenaed in cases, they always ask me, what do I think a person needs? And I always say equity and social justice. Here right now, as is with everywhere, we're having lots of issues with housing. One of our local towns was trying to vote to make homelessness illegal. We're at risk of losing our only shelter program. There's just a lot in the arena right now to advocate for, let alone the panic that we're all feeling about funding in the state running out of money and what we're going to be able to continue to do to serve our clients. So I would say that I have been in the thick of it. I am in the thick of it. I am on all the messaging boards, getting all the emails, getting all the tips and tools and tricks and ways to advocate right now. In terms of the framework, just in spending some time looking it over, reading the context around the chapter, I would say the environments piece. I think we don't always think of an environment to advocate as necessarily being a gas station with Susan Collins, or at the local park when Troy Jackson happens to be there. But I do think that environment piece and the way that we interact with the environment around us is an important piece in our advocacy and in our social justice. Again, it's so awesome to be here in class. I'm so excited to get to spend this time with you all, and I'm looking forward to this journey together.